I've actually not vlogged in quite some time. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm kind of getting my hopes up and I really want to talk about it, but I've been looking at an apartment and I think I might be getting accepted and I might be moving out in here in about 2 to 3 weeks, so yeah. Oh my god. So I'm currently practicing maneuverability with the cones with my sister and I'm doing a terrible job. This is so difficult. It's so frustrating. So I figured I'd show you guys like what I do when I eat at work. Okay, so I have oatmeal. Specifically this kind of oatmeal, cinnamon roll. And then I carefully skin my apple. And then I dice it, but first I'm gonna weigh it. 5 exactly, 5 ounces. Once I've finished dicing everything up, I then take my cinnamon sugar mix. Now, before I run this through the oven, I'm gonna put my oatmeal in the microwave. So I just run this through the microwave for a minute. We wait. Calorie-wise, I literally count every single thing, like the sugar, the cinnamon, the oatmeal, and I weigh my apples. My apples are done. And yeah, this is how I eat at work. Total, this is probably 200 calories. I'm about to log my calories in my journal and stop my fast, so yep. So if you guys watched my vlog with Lily in it, I saw her again today and she's like, how's your health? And I'm like, glad you were a little bit more polite about it this time, bitch. Now I'm at work, prepping pizzas, singing Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. I'm like always vlogging in this shirt. So the other day, these 2 drunk people were up those stairs and they were looking for clown costumes. And the lights, I believe, yeah. So the lights are down here, downstairs. Okay, so I was in the bathroom and they didn't know that I was down here. So they were upstairs making all this fucking noise and shit. And they were like looking for the light switch and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do something crazy. I really wish I would have recorded this, but oh, it's a mess up here. Oh, and I just stepped on glass. That's nice. So this is the upstairs. It's just storage. But they were up here looking for shit and I fucking turned off the light and they were like, oh my god, no! So they thought it was haunted and now they like refuse to go back here because of me. I don't know why my bar has kids clothes, but I also found this. What? Do you guys think this would fit me? It's so kid-dorable up here. Okay, wait. Yes. These need tightened. Why is there so much kid stuff? Like, I just don't get it. Look at me playing dress up and shit up here. I'm ready for anything now. I can go cook in style. Anyway, yeah. so that was my little prank thing that turned into me fucking playing dress up upstairs. Yeah. I scared the fuck out of those people though. It was awesome. Anyway, so I do have a lot to catch up on, you guys, because I have not been vlogging in a long time. My god. So, a couple days ago, something really bad happened with Jerry. I don't really know what was going on with him, but I think he was just like really fucking tired or something. I don't know what was going on, but he, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and he said that he had just gotten back from the woods and that he had been up for 24 hours or something, and I was like, oh, well, maybe you should get some fucking sleep, but, like, I had to go to work at 11:30, and as I was getting ready, I didn't expect him to fall asleep, but as I was getting ready, I hadn't heard from him, and I went to his room, and he was, like, passed the fuck out, and I was like, hey, Jerry, you gotta get up, and he got up, and he was, like, you know, exhausted as fuck, and I went to fill up my water, and I looked back in his room, there he was, sitting up, just, like, he was dead. He was just passed the fuck out. And I was like, Jerry, get up. He was like, what? You know, he was just confused. He was like, I'm so tired. And I was like, okay, well, you can sleep in the car. I'm going to drive to work. Yeah, I can do that now. I can drive down the freeway and everything just fine. Still don't have my license, though. But yeah, so he got in the car and immediately fell asleep. Like, he was not even situated in his seat or anything. He was just, like, not even in the seat the whole way, and was just dangling from his seatbelt, falling asleep. Like, I drove to the gas station and everything, and when I got out of the car, he was still passed the fuck out, didn't even realize or comprehend what was going on. You know, I was driving to work, and he just wasn't even coherent, wasn't here or anything. I made it to work, and I was, like, late. I was, like, 5 minutes late, and if I'm late now, that's a really, really, really big deal. So I was like, I'm gonna go inside, and you know, you can drive home if you want to, or you can sit in here and take a nap and just, like, come get me or something. But I gotta go. And he was like, okay, that was fine. I honestly thought that he drove home. I don't know what I was thinking, but it had been 2 hours that I was sitting in my kitchen, and, you know, we weren't busy or anything. I was just, like, waiting for him to come get me or something just to let me know that he was leaving. I walked out there, and, this is where it starts to get really bad. I opened up the car door, and he was in the back seat just like this, dangling from his seatbelt, and I checked his pulse, and I checked his breathing, and he was barely breathing and was drenched in sweat. He was swimming in sweat. You know, the windows were rolled up, so he had been in there for 2 hours not fucking breathing, nothing. Like, people die that way, man. And I was about to call 911 because, like, you would think, like, if a normal person were sleeping in the back seat and they started not being able to breathe, or they were sweating so much, like they were just so hot, they would eventually wake up, you know? Well, he wasn't waking up, and I tried so hard to get him to wake up. Like, when he woke up, he was pissed, and that's understandable because he was really confused. He didn't know what was going on. And I was like, holy shit, Jerry, like, I can't believe you were out there for 2 hours, you weren't breathing, and, like, you were barely breathing. And, like, I almost called 911. He was like, what the fuck, I'm fine. And I was like, okay, well, I need to go get you some, like, water, a cloth or something, just to wipe you off, you know, make you feel a little bit better. And he was like, I'm fine, just go away, you know, leave me alone. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, all right, well, if you're fine, whatever, you're fine. So I went back to my kitchen, and I got him an apple and some food, and I had him eat, and he was starting to feel a little bit better, and he was up and talking, but this was after, like, he kept passing out. You know, he was up and talking, and I was like, okay, well, maybe you're fine to drive, maybe you should go home and go to sleep. So I gave him the keys, and I told him to go home. Well, the drive is about 45 minutes. He made it home just fine, but as he was pulling into our neighborhood, I guess he fell asleep or something while he was driving, and hit a fire hydrant. He called me crying, and I was like, oh my god, I shouldn't have sent you home. But I expected it to be a much worse accident. I'm so glad that it was better than it was, but he's okay. He just had minor whiplash, but I'm assuming he must have hit it at maybe 15, 20 miles an hour. My car is okay. It was just so terrible. I'm pretty sure the dude has narcolepsy or really, really, really bad insomnia, like so bad that he just can't sleep, and that way, like, since he doesn't get any sleep, he just falls asleep randomly at any time. So I don't know what is going on with him. And then actually the next day, his brother fell asleep behind the wheel and totaled his truck. So, like I said, Jerry's accident could have been so much worse. He made it all the way home down the freeway and everything just fine. And he got in an accident pulling into our neighborhood. So could have been really, really bad. So here I am editing this vlog where Jerry fell asleep behind the wheel in my car, and then a couple weeks later I wreck my car. What? Oh my god, we're so terrible. Anyway, so now that story is over and done with. Again, he's okay, but I got approved for an apartment. Yeah. After being stuck here at Jerry's house for 5 years, I finally got a place of my own. We're moving literally right down the road. I know you can't see, it's a fucking brick wall, but it's that way, and it's 10 minutes away. So instead of driving to work 45 minutes every single day, because I work every single day, I now work 10 minutes from home. So yeah. And move-in day is tomorrow, and I'm freaking out because it's so stressful. I've had to get bills and everything figured out, and spending all this money. But yeah, I'll give you guys a tour of my apartment once I move in, and I'm really fucking excited because I've got so many mental issues. I've got so many issues in my life. I'm broke, and I'm finally starting to get my shit together. And I worked really fucking hard for this. I work 7 days a week, and now I can afford it, and it's just great. It's so great. I couldn't ask for anything better to happen right now, and it happened so fast. I expected it to take years. I expected all this saving up money and applying for apartments and stuff. I expected all of that to take years, including my license. It took me so long to be able to learn to drive, and I'm starting to get a little emotional because I'm just so proud of myself, and I just didn't expect this to happen, and I'm just so incredibly grateful, and I hope it all works out the way that it should. I hope nothing stupid happens. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my annoying updates. But yeah, bye!